Hello, broburga here with another setup video as requested. This time it's for Live for Speed 0.6e, and I will not only cover the steering wheel settings but also some very important graphic options and stuff like that, which I've learned playing this game for over 5 years now. So what you need first is your steering wheel software and appropriate and updated drivers. And if you don't know how to install them, then just click the link in the description below, and I have an excellent video on that showing you how to do it. So in order to maximize your LFX experience, you should have your multiplayer car draw distance to maximum, and most of the other settings you will see here. You can, if you want, open up the game and pause this video and then go back to this video or Windows game by holding Shift and pressing F4, and you can just copy my settings if you want. These should be enabled in order for you to be able to record replay. And if you don't have a steering wheel, I recommend steering with your mouse. In that case, the settings are as follow here. And if you're confused on where the mouse is, you should press N in order to show the mouse. Steering wheel turn ratio is actually set up inside of the Logitech profiler, which is shown in the video in the description below. And for the steering wheel to mimic the game, it should be set to somewhere around 730 degrees. And if you're an older person, I recommend having quite strong force feedback, like 30 to 40. If you're around 15 years old, I guess 20 to 30, and younger than that, I recommend well, at least 15 or 10, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to feel the car and the forces that goes along with it, because this game has amazing force feedback, and that is especially useful when you do some drifting. If you want to have sequential gears, you can set these up pressing this one and selecting whichever button you want, but they are usually assigned normally here in the axis automatically, to the appropriate buttons. So what you would want to do is start up the game and check all the buttons before changing them here. And I usually have my keyboard right beside the wheel when I drive, so if I want to pull the handbrake quickly, I've just press the space there on the keyboard. And here you can of course assign custom shortcuts, talk messages. And by the way, if you have noticed, you have a lot of shortcut keys to your right hand side here, which will display some useful stuff. You can just read and see what they are. The best ones is probably N, which will let you see who is connected to your server, and you can save your replays pressing 1 and 2 here. And you can change your horn sound by holding Shift and pressing H, or you can just quickly select your gear shift mode and stuff like that. And be aware that you might have to calibrate your axis before starting up the game or before driving, because otherwise, for example, your steering wheel might be really sensitive to any slight steering. By calibrating, you just fully use the axis, or push like the pedals all the way down and spin the wheel all the way around to both sides. And yeah, you would like to actually put this to yes if you have a great steering wheel, because dead zones are not useful in expensive steering wheels. And here you can change your driver name, your number plate, and your metric, or whatever the other thing is called. You can also select gear shift mode and auto clutch mode, so if you have this on, you don't even have to worry about the clutch at all. You can just change your gears without pressing the clutch. Now this one should be set to something like this to have the nicest graphics. If you put them to the far left, the graphics will get very edgy and it will look like you don't have any anti-aliasing on. Alright, so that was basically it. I will also show you some replay shortcut keys, because they are quite useful if you want to make a little movie or something. So first, of course, you have the default views. By pressing V on your keyboard, and you will be able to change those. And to remove all the interface and HUD, hold shift and press F, like so. Now you don't have anything except, as you see, this thing, which also can be removed by going to options, selecting view, and putting this to real. And you might want to have that to draw your body. And there's a bunch of different options here which you can experiment with. These are, as you see here, and this will let you, for example, if he stares to the right, the look axis will go to the right. Alright, so that's basically that. And this would be the default view that you use when you drive, so just put default there to have it on default. Otherwise you can do some pretty cool angles and stuff using, for example, this thing here. And sorry about the sound, I don't think you can hear me so well now, so I will pause this. So that's about it for the default views. Again, you can press Shift F to remove all the interface there. And here is some more options. Hold Shift and press U, like the character in the word under U is beside Y and I there. So here you can do some pretty cool angles. It's pretty like free view if you're familiar with that. You can use your mouse to look around, holding the. It's very weird. I haven't really got the gist of it just yet, but just basically to look around, use the right button on your mouse, and to move around, use the roller page scroll thingy beside, I mean in the middle of your mouse, or use the left mouse button to drag it around, or use the arrows on the keyboard You can basically look at the same time if you want to. And again, you can hold Shift F. Or no, I mean space and then Shift F. And to remove the mouse, you just have to wait a bit. And there we go. Now, pressing space again will let you see all of the options again. You can press more here to allow more options. And to start a pause, you just press space and press there. And you can remove that, but then you wouldn't be able to record, so you can just do this and press pause and quickly remove it. As you see here, there are some different controls here. You can do whatever, some really freaky stuff. Well, I'm getting dizzy here. And of course you can store views by holding control and pressing the different, hold shift and press a number. So I just use that on 3. Now I can do this, can like move over here and shift 4. You know, this is the stored view, so I just, if I'm going to record, I'll do this, Shift F, press V, and now I'm in stored view number 1, which is all the way over here. I'm pressing again, I'm stored view number 2, and stored view number 3, and so on. And when you save your replay, by the way, you know, by pressing the number 2, okay, I don't know why that didn't get right. That's really strange. That shouldn't be here. It should be more far away. It should be, I believe I put it somewhere away there, if you remember. So I don't know what just happened there. But I guess you should just try again and maybe it works. So what I was going to say is, when you press your 2 button as you raise and save the replay, make sure you do it exactly when you want the replay to end, because if you leave it for too long, the replay might get disappeared. You might be not able to save that specific race event that you wanted to record. So don't wait too long before you save that replay you wanted. Anyway, that's about it for this setup video for Live for Speed. I hope you really enjoyed it, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And if you have subscribed, please leave me a private message and I'll give you a sub back. Now enjoy your Live for Speed racing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Done a great job with the design, but I'm not very satisfied with the handling of the car. The suspension is quite stiff, and